Hey guys, what is going on? Is Zando, and yes, the caption is true. I have quit Galaxy of Heroes, and I don't think that I will be returning anytime soon, probably ever. But I'm always leaving the door open to coming back. I'm not closing the door on that by any means, but I think once we get into the reasons why, I think you'll see why I've come up onto the realization that I probably am not coming back. So that kind of brings us into the purpose of this video. So the purpose of this video is really to explain to you guys specifically that are subscribed to me here on YouTube why you won't be seeing any more Galaxy of Heroes videos. And you know, the second part, which is the more important part, is to thank every one of you guys. I don't care if this is your first video and you're just here and wondering why some random dude is, you know, quitting Galaxy of Heroes, or if this is your like 150th video. I don't even know how many videos I have, but whatever amount, whether you guys watched all of my videos or none of them except for this one, just thank you guys, because even if you spent 1 second watching one, that means something to me. And I know you guys provided valuable feedback to me. You guys made me be better, and I just always appreciated it, right? And I don't know, you know, I always try to incorporate the feedback you guys put in comments. I hope you guys could see that I cared about trying to create, you know, useful content that didn't take up all your time, like could try and give you guys something that was meaningful. And you guys, like I said, just from my very first video to this video, there was a lot of growth in there. And I have you guys to thank for that. I have you guys to thank for even just giving me a platform. Like, you guys were always there and you guys were awesome. So I appreciate you guys so much. And so I just wanted to say that to you guys. Yeah, I don't really have any I don't like have an agenda, but I guess we'll kind of go in order of things that probably you guys care about the most, which is why am I quitting the game? You know, I've taken breaks before. I've been forced to take breaks from the game before. As most of you guys know, I was in the military for a while, like, so when I deployed and stuff like that, and especially when I knew I was deploying to areas that weren't going to have Wi-Fi or even cell service, you know, I was forced to leave the game for like 12 months then. And, you know, I think like when I started a new job, I took a couple months off, but I never made a video, right? And that's why I think this is kind of a decisive point here, is making the video means to me, like, I'm pretty confident that I'm not coming back. And I, again, want to just communicate that with people that have subscribed to this channel, why you guys won't be seeing any more Galaxy of Heroes videos, because I feel like I at least owe that to you guys. So why am I leaving? Big reason is my kids, right? They are getting to the age where they want to spend more time with dad. There's things that they want to do, right? Like, we just built an ice rink for my son. And all those things, they take time, right? And it just feels like sometimes when I'm trying to get stuff done, like I'm a king at multitasking. I really am. Like, I think, or at least I think I am. But it feels like sometimes when I place, you know, like when I'm just trying to like knock out a conquest battle while I also multitask and get like dinner ready or whatever the case is, it feels like the cell phone becomes like almost a screen, right? Like, it becomes this door to like my kids, right? Like, it's just like, oh, dad's on his phone. You know, he's probably not, you know, even though he's multitasking, it felt like I was sending the wrong message to my kids, honestly. Now, right now, they're at an age where they love hanging out with dad. They want to be with dad. And I know from my own experience, right, that time period ends, right? Like, at some point, your parents, they become not cool. You don't want to spend time with them. You think they're super lame. And, you know, if that phase hits early on, like, I'm totally good with coming back to the game and seeing what's going on with it. But the other part of it is too, like, I have a very good job. It is paid, you know, it has provided my family with tons of opportunity. But that being said, sometimes I get a lot of hours in. And I don't even, like, there was a few times like near Thanksgiving where it was like I think I was still in the Gauntlet Guild. I can't remember now, but I like legitimately could not bring myself to log in because I wanted to go to bed. Like I just worked like 18, 20 hours, whatever. And I just wanted to get into bed and then wake up and know that I had to deal with the same crap again at work. And then that's, again, that comes with the territory of that. But that being said, like I almost need a game where I don't have to log in daily, although like I want to log in daily. And so that's where I think like I'm probably just going to kind of stray away from mobile games. But yeah, those are the two big reasons why, right? And I guess to a lesser extent, I think the game is in a good spot. I think it's okay. I think they've done a lot of things in the past that have made it to where they can automate a lot of changes. When you look at like conquest and even data disks or data crons, it's like they just changed the stats. They changed some other things. They give some cool abilities. Okay, like there's nothing wrong with that. But by and large, it feels like the reason why I played was for the PvP aspect of it. Territory Wars has remained the same. GAC has remained the same. And those are the game modes that I'm looking for like a boost in. And it just feels like even with territory battles now, like there's just an appetite over at Capital Games that they want to, I call it automate. I don't know if that's actually the right word, but like they just sort of want to be able to keep the status quo and add like small little things, right? Like a new planet onto Rise of the Empire. I think we're already past the 2-year mark for that. And it's like in years previous, like those territory battles would have been pretty close to at the end of their life cycle. And obviously with Rise of the Empire, no one's even close. Like there's so many more avenues that they can add in there and stuff like that. So you're still going to get the same missions, but you're gonna, only get like only more is just going to add on to it, I guess, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's just, again, like if I were to nitpick something, like I said, I think the game's in a pretty good spot. I think they've done a lot of things to actually like tailor it to like the more, I would call it like casual spending. And, like I think those are actually good things for the long-term health of the game. I have no concerns that the game is dying. Like I don't want you guys to come away with like, oh no, you guys are in trouble. Like, and I'm getting off the ship before everyone else kind of thing. Yeah, the game's gonna be fine. I think they've found a good way to monetize it and continue to, like feed, their team, which should be able to feed back the players, right? Especially with like subscription based stuff, which is, Conquest Pass plus the episode pass or whatever they call them. But yeah, at the end of the day, like it really just comes down to like time commitment. I want to allocate a little bit more time back to my family. And yeah, like if I had to choose a game that I could play right now, it'd be something that I don't have to log in daily. And that just isn't Galaxy of Heroes, right? So yeah, those are the reasons why I'm leaving the game. Like no juicy, rage quitting from me or anything like that. It's just what it is. I guess we'll talk about, what's happening with my account. My account, I passed it off to someone in the guild that I started 2+ years ago. I don't know who owns it anymore, but yeah, I just kind of gave it off. I did, like I said, tell them like, hey, don't spend on it, just write it out kind of thing. Because who knows, like I said, someday I might come back and just play it. But yeah, for now, it's going to stay with that guild. So now the big question is, what happens to this YouTube channel? That's a little bit more up in the air. I don't know. From a content creation standpoint, I really, really love content creation. My job currently, it doesn't offer me a ton of creative space. Like it is very prescribed. I'm in a very heavily regulated industry. And I have to adhere to such regulations to make sure that like the rest of the business is good. And there is something to be said, I think, about that. Like that also satisfies different needs in my life. But on the flip side, I love being able to come on to YouTube, talk about something that I'm, somewhat decent at and, somewhat versed in, and then just be able to do what I want to do, right? Like there's no rules. It's like stuff that I want to do. how long I want to talk about something, what I want to talk about, who I want to talk with it, with all those things, right? So in my like opinion, I need YouTube as a creative space. I need it to be sort of like a space where I can come to and just be like, here's what I want to invest into this video. Here's how I want to edit it. Here's how, like, and that was another thing, like it creatively like expanded upon stuff. Like I have a microphone that isn't just USB plug and play. So I had to understand how the interfaces work there. I had to, understand recording software, editing. So all those things were just like really, really good for me to kind of expand upon and learn. And I want to do more of that. Now, the question is, how do I do it? I don't know if it's going to be some sort of lifestyle blog. I don't even know if it's going to be on this channel, because I know most of you guys subscribe to me because of Galaxy of Heroes. If I'm not creating Galaxy of Heroes videos, a lot of you aren't interested in it, and that's, totally understandable and totally fair. So I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be a different game. I've been playing Marvel Rivals a little bit, and then Delta Force as well. Both fun games. I don't consider myself an expert in those. So I'm not sure what I have to offer people there, but they've been fun for me on a personal level. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with YouTube, but I just know that I want to continue YouTube and or streaming. Just because, again, it kind of creates like a good social outlook for me. And then, yeah, also kind of challenges that creative process for me as well. So, that's what, again, I guess to sum it all up, what's happening with the channel, I don't know, but hopefully it doesn't go away. It is something that I've enjoyed doing. And yeah, I don't know, if you guys want to see something, let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, I think that's going to cover it, guys. Like I said, the purpose of this video really was to just let the subscribers here on YouTube know why I'm quitting and why they won't be seeing any Galaxy of Heroes videos anymore. I don't want to just like ghost you guys forever and then, whatever. Just start uploading like a different game or something like that and be like, what the heck's going on? And then, like I said, the more important thing was to just thank everyone here. Like I said, if you've watched even just a few seconds of one of my videos, I owe you guys a ton. And especially if you guys provided me feedback, whether it was good, bad, or indifferent. I tried to always respond to comments, and I tried to always read all the comments that I could. And I hopefully that engagement was worthwhile for you too. Also want to just put out, I've never deleted any comments. So if whatever reason you thought that I deleted comments because I took it personal or something like that, trust me, I'm not that type of person. YouTube, I think, has a very strict and kind of not right algorithm for deleting comments. So my apologies on behalf of YouTube doing that to you guys. I'm always game for any sort of conversation. I've got thick skin. And so, yeah, sorry if that ever happened to you and you thought that I was coming after you for some weird reason. I promise you, I've seen worse things being in the military. You won't offend me at all. So anyways, guys, like I said, I just want to thank you guys so much for everything you provided for me and my family, all the feedback. Like I said, thanks for watching. And I guess this is where we'll say we'll see you in the next one, if there is one.